Hello students, welcome back. Hope that everyone is fine. Today we are going to discuss about powers. So what are powers? I know if you hear about powers, the first thing that comes to your mind is men with superpowers, right? I'm sure that you have watched movies of superheroes with powers. But what do you mean by powers in terms of mathematics? It is very much relatable. As they show in superhero movies, as many times the hero's power increases, that many times his strength also gets multiplied. We can relate this with understanding powers in terms of mathematics. When you take any number, as many times you increase its power, that many times the number gets multiplied. Powers in terms of mathematics is defined as an expression that represents repeated multiplication of the same factor. Let's take an example 10 power 9. In this case, the number 10 is called as a base, the number 9 is called as the exponent, and the whole expression is called as the power. For example, if I take 3 square, 3 is the base, 2 is the exponent. The exponent corresponds to the number of times the base is multiplied. So you multiply 3 two times, so you get 9. In exponents, you have positive integer exponents and negative integer exponents. In positive integer exponents, you have various laws or rules of exponents. So your first rule is x power m into x power n is equal to x power m plus n, where x is a base and m and n are positive integers. So in case of multiplication, if your bases are same, you just have to add their powers. For example, if you have 2 power 5 into 2 power 3, in this case, the base of two terms are same, which is 2, so you just have to add their powers, which is 5 plus 3. So your answer is 2 power 8. Second rule is x power m divided by x power n is equal to x power m minus n, where x is a base and m and n are positive integers. So in case of division, you just have to subtract their powers. For example, 5 power 3 divided by 5 power 2. Here the base of two terms are same, which is 5, so you just have to subtract the powers, which is 3 minus 2, so your answer is 5 power 1. Your third rule is x power m the whole power n is equal to x power m into n, where x is a base and m and n are positive integers. So if you have the power to the power, you just have to multiply their powers. For example, if you have 2 power 5 the whole power 7, you just have to multiply the powers, which is 5 into 7, so your answer is 2 power 35. And your fourth rule and the most important rule is a power 0 is equal to 1, which means anything to the power 0 is 1. Your fifth rule is xy the whole power m is equal to x power m into y power m. In this case, you just have to separate their powers. In negative integer exponents, you have only one rule, which is x power negative n is equal to 1 by x power n. To remember this rule, take the opposite of negative to be positive and that of multiplication to be division, or change the negative exponent to positive exponent by taking its reciprocal. For example, if you have 2 power negative 2, you just have to take the reciprocal of 2, which is 1 by 2, and change the negative exponent to positive exponent. So your answer is 1 by 2 square. Let's look at another example. If you have 5 power negative 2, you just have to take the reciprocal of 5, which is 1 by 5, and change the negative exponent to positive exponent, which is 1 by 5 square, which is nothing but 1 by 25. So we learn about powers and exponents. But the question is, are we really using this in our real life? Of course, yes. Exponents are used in computer games, physics, science, engineering, economics, accountancy, finance, and many other disciplines. Some of the examples are its application in Richter scale. The strength of earthquakes is described by a number from 0 to 9 on the Richter scale. The Richter scale is an exponential scale which uses powers of 10 to compare the magnitude or size of earthquakes. This means that an 8 earthquake is 10 times stronger than a 7 earthquake. And its application in computer memory. Exponents are often used to describe a computer's memory. Example, 1 gigabyte of RAM means that you have 1 into 10 to the power 9 bytes. Using exponents and powers in various fields, we still have a very simple problem which even mathematicians find it difficult. You know what the problem is? And the problem is, what is 0 raised to the power 0 is equal to? To answer this question, first let's follow the positive exponents. As you all know, 0 power 1 it is equal to 0, 0 power 2 it is also equal to 0. So 0 power any positive exponents is equal to 0. So if we follow this pattern, it seems like 0 power 0 is equal to 0. Now let's follow the negative exponents. So 0 power negative 1 it can be written as 1 by 0 which is equal to undefined. The same goes for 0 power negative 2, it is equal to 1 by 0 which is equal to undefined. So if we follow this pattern, it seems like 0 power 0 is equal to undefined. Now let's follow the fourth rule. The fourth rule is anything to the power 0 is 1. So if I take 5 power 0 it is equal to 1, 10 power 0 it is also equal to 1. So any number raised to the power 0 it is equal to 1. So if I follow this pattern, it seems like 0 power 0 is equal to 1. So we got three different answers following these three patterns, which is true. 0, 1 or undefined. The answer to the question depends upon the complexity of the problem you are working in. But most of the mathematicians agree that 0 power 0 is equal to 1 is the best and logical solution. Here are some of the questions related to exponents that you need to try and solve these questions using the laws of exponents. Thank you, students.